Àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yóò ṣù kó dàbí ẹni. Àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yóò ṣù kó dàbí ẹni. Kákóṣù kákóbí kàlọ́ kó fàyà. Kákóṣù kákóbí kàlọ́ kó fàyà. Kótó débẹ̀ ó ti bọ́ tọ́lá o. Kótó débẹ̀.
evening. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you all for joining us this evening. My name is W.F LLC. I'm a professor here in the School of Dramatic Arts at USC. I'm also the founder and artistic director of African Theatre Artists Society. It is such a pleasure and honor to welcome you here tonight for this special Black History Month presentation. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the building, this venue that we are inside, is built on the unceded land of the Tongva, Chumash, and Kish communities. And we at USC would like to honor and acknowledge their presence and that they're still here with us. Now, before we begin, just a couple of things. I see the cell phones out already. Oh, keep them out, it's fine. It's okay. You can take pictures, but turn the flashes off. You can do 30 seconds clips, 20 seconds clips that you could post on social media, but please do not record the entire show. I don't think you have enough storage on your phones to do it anyways, Also, in case of an emergency, there's an exit over there, and this also becomes an exit where you came. Also be advised that we do use theatrical haze and strobe lighting in this production. And lastly, when this show is over, we would like you to stick around for a brief Q&A so we can have a bit of communion. We want to hear what you have to say. It won't be too long at all, but I promise you, you will enjoy it. So sit back, relax, enjoy Rhythms of Triumph. Thank you so much.
Ewúrẹ́ wọlé òjúbà. dalẹ̀ àríbá 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 lọ́jọ́ òní o ìbàdàn ọ̀fọ́jọ́ èmi dú arẹwà ọ̀la ni ìbẹ́ tó dá ká tó dá ìbẹ́ tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀ ìbá ọkùnrin ìbá obìnrin ìbá ọmọdé ìbá àgbàlagbà àríbá 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 gbogbo tí ń bẹ àríbá òkè àríbá ilẹ̀ ọ̀kun òun kòtò ìbá ilé.
paper, before the maps were drawn, before the history books were ever written, there was Africa. Not a place of poverty, not a land of struggle, but the cradle, the very cradle of all civilizations. The heartbeat, the birthplace of humanity itself. They came from us. The pharaohs, the kings, the queens who wore crowns of gold on their heads, their minds as sharp as the iron they forged. Empresses like Nzinga, warriors like Shaka, Mansa Musa, who carried wealth so vast it swallowed the world. They came from us. From the shores of the Nile to the savannas of the Serengeti, from the mountains of Ethiopia to the rivers of the Congo. We built civilizations. We sculpted languages. We mapped the stars. We knew the earth as if it was our own skin. And when they tell you we were nothing before them, remember this. We were everything. We were the architects of knowledge, mathematicians of time, weavers of stories, and healers of bodies and minds. Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to a land where the sun kisses the earth with warmth, where the rivers hum songs of life, and where the spirits of our ancestors dances in the wind. We stand here today not just to recount our history, but to reclaim it, to weave it into the fabric of our future. So, let us step forward, hand in hand, heart in heart, into a story that is ours.
With the rising sun comes the call of duty. The land, the river, the forest, the loom. These are not merely tools or places. They are lifelines. They are history. They are the soul of my people. In the days before the strangers' boats pierced our shores, before borders cut the land like a hunter's blade, we lived by the rhythm of the earth. But do not mistake our ways for ease, for every sunrise brought struggle. Fishing. It is the art of patience. The river is generous, but she is also cool. We have learned to read her moods, the way she shifts, the whispers of the wind upon her surfaces. We fish not just with our hands, but with our spirits, calling upon the ancestors to guide our nets. Farming. Farming. It is both the mother and the father of our survival. The land gives, but only if we give first. We bow before the soil, pressing seeds into its embrace, whispering to the land. The sun can be a friend or a ruthless tyrant. The locust, a nightmare which darken the sky, but still we plant. And there is weaving. Weaving is the unseen work. A hunter brings home the kill, a farmer the harvest, but a weaver creates beauty from nothingness. The hands, swift and sure, take thread and turn it into cloth, transforming it into art. Patterns tell stories of love, of war, of victories and loss. just for adornment. It is survival. And there is hunting. Hunting is not just skill. It is respect. The spear must be steady, the arrow true. But a hunter who does not honor his prey will one day find himself empty-handed. Or worse, hunted in turn. Oh, but the thrill! Oh, the fire in the blood when the spear strikes truly! It is not just about the catch, but about proving oneself. About stepping into the footprints of the ancestors. These are some of the labors of my people. Not easy, not simple, but filled with virtue. For fishing teaches hope, farming teaches patience, hunting teaches respect, and weaving teaches endurance. We are not merely workers of the land, the river, the forest, and the loom. We are the keepers of life itself. And though the world may change, though new hands may try to rewrite our story, we will always return to the earth, the water, the spear, and the thread. Because in them, we are whole.
does not yield its bounty easily, nor does the sea surrender its treasures without challenge. Under the sweltering sun, backs bend, muscles strained, and hands callous with time. The struggle is real, yet so is our perseverance. Through hardship, we have crafted wonders, raising great monuments that have defied the ages, building civilizations that stand as testament to our will. Pain was never a deterrent. It was merely a step in the dance of creation, a force that sculpted us into who we are. And so we push forward, with the songs of our ancestors' echoes guiding us. The work is grueling, the path uncertain. Yet we stand unshaken, unwavering, a force that time itself cannot erode. For in labor there is dignity, and in perseverance there is triumph.
generations. Foundations rooted deep in knowledge, passed down through time. We were creators, visionaries, architects of a world steeped in purpose. In the rhythm of our daily toil, we found meaning. And the sweat upon our brows, we found honor. Before the tides of change, we were whole, self-sufficient, and proud. Our hands did not merely labor. They shaped the land, built kingdoms, and laid the foundation for future generations. Oh, push forward, for the sweat of today is the harvest of tomorrow. Keep your hands steady, for the labor of the present carves the history of the future. With each brick laid and every furrow plowed, we declare that we are here, that we endure, that we thrive. When the storm rages, and the body weakens, when doubt whispers in the wind, we remember those who came before us. Their hands lay the stones upon which we stand. Their sweat watered the seeds of our prosperity. For within us burns the fire of resilience. And with each step forward, we claim our destiny.
Stand tall, for we are the hands that built empires, the minds that crafted knowledge, the hearts that refused to break. In the glow of our ambition, we find fulfillment. We have turned our labor into art. Let joy fill our spirits, let pride fill our hearts, and let dignity be the crown we wear upon our hearts. For we are the light that will never dim, the hope that will never, ever fade.
from mighty stone walls rose without mortar, standing firm like the spirit of our people. A city that spoke of wealth, of trade, of a people who understood the earth and made her yield gold, ivory, prosperity. And do not forget the Oyo Empire, the Ashanti Kingdom, the Downy warriors, fierce, disciplined, unshakable in their resolve. Women and men alike, leaders of nations, rulers of nations, commanders of armies, rulers who held their heads high, because dignity was our birthright. Do not be fooled by the lies that say we were nothing before we were found. We were always something. We were everything. We walked with dignity, our heads held high, our backs straight, our feet firmly planted upon the soil that birthed kings and queens. So let them write their stories, their books. But we know the truth. We know the greatness that was, and we carry it still. In our skin, in our blood, in our spirit. We are Africa, eternal and proud.
I love me, I know.
And with it comes a time to remember. The stories of our fathers and mothers whisper in the wind. Tales of strength, of laughter, and of sorrow. Story, story, story! Long ago, in the heart of the great savannah, there was a small village called Ndua. This village was surrounded by thick forests and a mighty river called Omi, whose waters never ran dry, not even in the hottest of seasons. The elders would often gather the children under the great baobab tree at night, telling tales under the glow of the moonlight. One evening, an old storyteller named Baba sat on his three-legged stool, his wrinkled face glowing in the firelight. He looked around at the eager children and began. There once was a young boy named Kofi. He was strong, but impatient, determined, but easily discouraged. Kofi lived with his mother and grandmother in a small hut near the river. His father had been a great fisherman, but when he passed away, Kofi had to provide for the family. One day, his mother called him. Kofi, the river provides for those who are willing to walk. Take your net and go fishing. Remember, patience is the key. Kofi grabbed his father's old fishing net and ran to the river, determined to return with plenty of fish. He cast his net into the water, but when he pulled it back, it was empty. Again, he threw it, and again, nothing came. He tried and tried, but his net remained empty. Frustrated, he kicked a stone into the river. "This is useless," he shouted. "The river does not want to give me anything." An old fisherman sitting nearby chuckled and said, "The river rewards those who do not give up. Watch the stone you just kicked. Kofi looked at the stone in the river. The water flowed around it, shaping it little by little. This stone was once rough and jagged, the fisherman said. But years of flowing water had made it smooth. Just as the river shapes a stone, perseverance shapes a man. Kofi sighed, but listened. He stayed by the river and he kept fishing, learning from the old fisherman. He changed his net, adjusted his spot, and he tried again and again. Days passed, and slowly he caught more fish. The river had not changed, but he had. He had learned its ways, its secrets, its currents. One day, after many sunrises and sunsets, Kofi cast his net into the water and pulled out the biggest fish the village had ever seen. He ran home, proud and strong, no longer the boy who gave up. He had learned the lesson of the river and the stream. Baba looked at the children under the baobab tree and said, "My children, in life you will face struggles, but remember to be like the stone in the river and let patience and perseverance shape you. Do not give up, for the reward comes to those who endure." Do not give up, for the reward comes to those who endure.
Children, wait.
two, they come by three. Bless my soul and rescue me. Wade in the water. Oh, your God is gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Oh, yes, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. In the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. See that bed all dressed in white. God is gonna trouble the water. It looks like a banner is in lights. God is gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. See that band all dressed in red. God is gonna trouble the water. It looks like the band that moves his land. Oh, it's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. Wade, 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 wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water.
We did not break. No, we held on. We held on to the songs of our mothers, the stories of our fathers. In the field where our backs bent, the sun did not burn out our spirit. The lash did not silence our tongues. We took the rhythms of pain and turned them into hymns. We carved out joy in the midst of suffering, danced in the dark, loved in the face of hate. They tried to erase us, to beat the Africa out of us. But Africa lived in our hands. And the way that we tilled the soil, we were bought and sold. But we were never owned. They could take our names, our language, but they could never take our spirit. We were enslaved, but we were never defeated. We were stolen, but we were never lost. We are here. We endure. We are unbroken. It all told the world that we had not been conquered, only transplanted, still rooted deeply in the soil of our origins. Let the world remember that we were not simply survivors. We were visionaries. We were creators and architects of a destiny that belongs to us alone. We are the bridges between the past and the future, the embodiment of perseverance, and the testament to a spirit that never dies.
redefined what is possible. In the 18th century, Phyllis Wheatley, a formerly enslaved woman, became the first African American to publish a book of poetry, proving that intellect and creativity could not be shackled. Another formerly enslaved intellectual, defied laws that prohibited black literacy and became one of the greatest orators and writers of his time, wielding words as weapons against slavery. His autobiography exposed the horrors of slavery, and his relentless advocacy pushed for its abolition. He once said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." As we move to the 20th century, black thinkers expanded their impact in academia, philosophy, and social thought. W.E. Du Bois, the first black man to earn a PhD from Harvard University, coined the term double consciousness, which describes the black experience in America. He also laid the foundation for African American studies. Now, black thinkers did not only examine racial injustice, they also fought to actively dismantle it. Thurgood Marshall, a brilliant legal mind, he argued Brown v. Board of Education, which struck down segregation in schools and laid the groundwork for civil rights victories.
What about inventions? Throughout history, black inventors have made groundbreaking discoveries, often in the face of tremendous adversity. In 1923, Garrett Morgan patented the three-position traffic signal, a device that saved countless of lives. But his brilliance didn't stop there. He also created the gas mask, which protected firefighters and soldiers during World War I. Madam C.J. Walker, a woman of extraordinary vision, she became the first self-made female millionaire in America by developing a line of hair care products for black women. But more than her business success, she empowered thousands of black women to become entrepreneurs. Consider the impact of Granville T. Woods, also known as the Black Edison. He held over 50 patents, including the induction telegraph, which improved train-to-station communication and prevented railway accidents. His innovations laid the foundation for safer transportation, impacting the railway industry and beyond. Let's also shine a light on Dr. Patricia Bath. She became the first woman to receive a medical patent for her invention, the laser phaco probe, which restores sight to people suffering from cataracts. We can't forget Otis Boykin, whose work in electrical engineering led to the creation of the conduction unit for the pacemaker, saving countless of lives. Their stories are a testament to resilience, creativity, and the boundless potential of black excellence. Their innovations help to improve medicine, transportation, and daily life for all of us. Their genius didn't just change black history, it changed world history.
In the long and ongoing fight for justice, black activists have stood at the forefront demanding equality, dignity, and freedom, not just for themselves, but for all. Ida B. Wells, a fearless journalist and anti-lynching crusader. She risked her life to expose racial terror when others turned a blind eye. She co-founded the NAACP and fought for the rights of black women to vote. Because even within justice movements, black women had to demand their voices be heard. Now, Fannie Lou Hamer. The journey towards activism began in 1962 when she attempted to register to vote, a right that was denied simply because of the color of her skin. She became a leader, a freedom fighter, and a champion for black voting rights who stood boldly before the nation and declared, "I am sick and tired of being sick and tired." And of course we know Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose unwavering commitment to nonviolence resistance changed the course of history. From the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, his voice echoed through history as he declared, "I have a dream." A dream where children of all colors would join hands, where judgment would not be based on the color of one's skin, but the content of one's character. Dr. King knew that freedom wasn't given. It was demanded with dignity. He marched in Selma and faced prison in Birmingham, and even faced with violence, threats, and ultimately his assassination. His message never wavered. Love is stronger than hate. Peace is mightier than war, and justice will always prevail. Ooh. Malcolm X. Bold, unapologetic. Today marks exactly 60 years since he was assassinated. Malcolm X spoke truth to power at a time when speaking the truth could cost you everything. Malcolm X taught us that freedom is never given. It is taken by those who refuse to remain chained down by hate, by fear, and the chains of inequality. His words, by any means necessary, were not just a call to action, but a declaration of self-respect, of empowerment, and of the urgency to demand justice. Maya Angelou. Oh, you see, there's some people that speak, and there's some people that sing. And then there is Maya Angelou. She was a poet, a storyteller, an activist, and a truth teller. She taught us that we rise not just from hardship, but from hate and from fear, from anything that tries to hold us down. Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." And how did Maya Angelou make us feel? Oh, she made us feel free, inspired, empowered. Fast forward today, where the fight continues. Cornell West challenges us to engage in deep moral engagement, while Angela Davis reminds us that justice is incomplete without dismantling systemic oppression. Brian Stevenson fights for those wrongfully convicted, challenging mass incarceration. And Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Opal Tometi, founders of Black Lives Matter, reunited a movement that reminds us that Black lives aren't disposable. Justice is not a moment. It is a movement, and the movement lives on.
I was born by the river. Oh, by the river, I've been running ever since. Said it's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. It's been too hard living, oh, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. Said it's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. There are times when I feel I can't last for long, but now I think that I'm able to carry on. Said it's been a long time coming, but I know change is gonna come.
celebrate the giants whose footsteps have paved the way for generations to come. Black history is American history. Remember Jesse Owens, who won 4 Olympic gold medals in 1936. Imagine the courage of Jackie Robinson, breaking the MLB color barrier in 1947, knowing that every pitch thrown his way carried not just the weight of the game, but the weight of history. Picture Wilma Rudolph, a child who was told she might never walk, but who grew to become the fastest woman in the world, winning Olympic gold 3 times over. And how can we forget Florence Griffith Joyner, FloJo, the fastest woman of all time? Think of Muhammad Ali, not just a warrior in the ring, but a champion for justice, standing firm in his belief, reminding the world that impossible is nothing. Beyond the arena, our leaders took the fight from the fields to the courts and to the Capitol. Shirley Chisholm became the first black woman in Congress, daring to run for president when the world told her she couldn't. Barack Obama took that dream a step further, rising to the highest office in the land, becoming the first black man in the White House. We must give it up for the first woman, first African, and first Asian American to serve as Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. In media, our voices have soared. Oprah Winfrey took a talk show and built an empire. Harry Belafonte was not just a legendary singer, actor, and entertainer. He was a tireless champion for justice. Sidney Poitier became the first black man to win an Academy Award, proving that our stories deserve to be told. These pioneers, these legends, these heroes, they did not just make history. They are history. And today, as we celebrate their legacy, we remind ourselves that their fight was never just about the past. It is about our present. It is about our future.
Tonight, we stand on the shoulders of giants. We are the voices that refused to be silenced. We are the dreams that will not be deferred. The proof of progress, the evidence of endurance, the result of resilience. Because Black history is not just a past to remember, it's a future we're still shaping. So what now? We build, we push, we lift, we reach back and pull forward. We teach our children that their worth is not measured by what they endure, but by what they overcome. We show the world that Black excellence is not the exception, it is the expectation. The road ahead may not be easy. Neither was the road behind us. And still we rise. Black history is alive. It's in us. It's It's in the work we do, the love we share, the justice we demand. So tonight, as we celebrate our past, let us commit to our future.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy will make you move to Europe. But it's regular for me, yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definitely without a cure. All this talk is made, thus on my Lord. I kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I done been through it all, what you endure. It used to be that, but now it's pearl. Everybody that's on my body, my blick first, then God got me. I watch them pander with them backhanded compliments. Put their head on the Cuban link as a monument. I pay homage and I'll always mind my business. I never lost who I am for a rap image. There's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Psst, I see dead people. Look at all that mean. I must have hung a beat boat in rap. He a free throw, man down, call an ambulance. Tell him free bro, Miller to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni? Trying to see Compton, the industry can hate me. From all in the mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was choosing town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real challenge. You call future when you didn't see the club. What, little baby, help you get your lingo of. What, 21, give you 4th street cred. Hell, did you feel like you a slime in your head? What, Lobo said you could be from Northside. What, 3 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the
Hey! Hey!
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Nonetheless, coaster, I get style like Fokker. Yeah, pull up in a beam, too much, too clean like taller. I don't foster, serious and other. A big time player, grip too big and Ghana. I went flexer, yeah. Tina said gym, yeah. Too hot like a heater. My neck done froze like winter. Don't bet it on liquor, yeah. Shades on the picture. MJ on the sheet, thriller. Funny vibes every night. Enter, non-tolerant. Coaster, yeah. I get style like Fokker, huh. Pull up in a beam, too much, too clean and taller. I don't foster, serious and nothing, yeah. A big time player, a clip too big and kind.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for spending this evening with us. But we'll spend the next 10 minutes. Like, I see you there. We'll spend the next 10, 15 minutes, just have a brief conversation. But I have to beg your indulgence to please help me put your hands together again for this marvelously talented cast. I can tell you, in over 30 years of doing this, I have never seen a more talented group, all-female cast. And what you just saw, we put it together in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. And we're not talking 2 weeks of working 9 to 6. No, they have classes all day. Alexa is in one of my classes currently. Jackie is in one of my classes currently. So they have classes till 6 o'clock in the evening. And then we rehearse for about 2-3 hours for 2 weeks. That was all the time we had to put this together. How they remembered everything, I have no idea. So it just tells you how amazing this cast is. A few of them, 4 of them, they came from CSUN. From CSUN. And I have to say, my daughter, she brought them. This is my first time of working with her, and it has been an absolute pleasure, and every single one of you. So I just want to say it again. You guys, you know I've said this. I love you all, and I appreciate you with all of my heart. Without you guys, this ain't happening. So thank you again. Now, few more people that I do need to introduce. Let me start with you, Edato. Please put your hands together for this wonderful man. This man from San Bernardino, every single day. Sometimes he will take him, it's not sometimes, he will leave his house like noon to be here at 6, and he never complained. And I know his wife is over there. There were a couple of times that she drove him. Mrs. Ibirogegada, please stand up. You were part of this team. Because there were days when she will bring in and they will hang out with us and with the kids. So I'm saying all of this to let you know that this is an absolute labor of love and commitment and dedication like I've never seen before. Thank you so much, my brother. I love you, man. Mr. Samson Olawale, aka Iroko, is a renowned percussionist. Played with Sunny Ade and the best of them in Nigeria. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here, sir. And my very, very good friend here. We're fellow professors here at USC, Professor Sarah Anindo Marshall. She has given everything to this, went above and beyond. Thank you, sister. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, don't hang on. This man here, Kayode Ajayi, is an award-winning musician, doing amazing things, and to bring his talents to this, it's been a joy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. There are folks back there that you can't see. Isabella, my stage manager. You can tell they know how to scream very well. Danny, the sound engineer. Thank you, Danny. Alex, the graphics designer, who all those images that you saw in the back, he made it happen. Thank you, Alex. And Ella, our lighting designer, doing our magic over there. Thank you so much, Ella. I appreciate you all. Now, the last but not the least, Shegun, come on out here. He loves to hide. He loves to hide. This man, in Yoruba, we call him Ijo. Ijo means dance. The talent that this man, he came all the way from Nigeria for this. And he is the foremost choreographer in Nigeria today. His talent, his dedication, and everything that he put into this, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for lending your talent to this. I really appreciate you. Say one or two things. See, he does all his talking in movements and choreography. If I ask him to say something now in dance, he will do that one immediately. But to talk, he shies away. Let me introduce Mrs. Folashade Balogun. She is one of our benefactors for this. Without her, this is not happening. Would you like to say hello? A quick hello.
It's been a wonderful 3 days. 3 days back to back with this amazing, beautiful talents. You guys rock. Honestly speaking, I am so proud of you ladies. So proud. The sky is your beginning. And guess what? Prof, I'm ready to do this again with you. With this talent here, I am ready to go on this journey again with you. honestly speaking, no regrets. You guys told our stories the way it's meant to be told. Yes, Black history is our story, is the story of Africans. I mean, when you go to collect your passport, it's one of the exams that you will take. What year did the slavery comes to America and all that? So they are telling our stories. And guess what? They cannot tell our stories the way we will tell our stories, because these stories, we own the story. It's our story. We will tell our story the way we want to tell our stories. Our stories is about our culture, our food, our heritage, our roots. Prof, I'm so happy and thank you so much for this. I want to appreciate everybody here. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And the school, I don't know if the vice dean or the dean is here. Okay. I'm going to be giving the ladies books written by the CEO, American Business Council, Mrs. Olele. So everybody gets a copy. Yes. To do that. If you want her to sign on it, she's going to do that. Okay, all right. Yes. I also want to appreciate the directors of Black History and Lifestyle Award. We have TJ Balogun here. And we have our friend in the house, Jerry. And Water is not here. And my other children, they're somewhere here. Thank you so much for coming. Mrs. Olele, I really appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much for your support, everything.
Please put your hands together again for Mrs. Folashade Balogun. Like I said, we are going to just have a brief conversation. If anybody has a question, a comment that you want to ask the cast, the crew, please, let's engage. We are, it's a communion. I just don't want you to come and then, just watch the show and walk away. So, your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. Would you like to see this again somewhere? Okay. All right. That sounds unanimous. Okay. So, what? Say something. Somebody has to say something, please. Ask questions. We have about 10 more minutes to do this before they kick us out. Yeah. Nobody wants to ask any question? Yes. Oh, my son is here. He's the one that's going to ask questions. My son is here, and my wife is sitting right here too. Yeah. So this is like a family affair. Yes. Yeah.
First of all, great job, ladies. You all killed it. You guys did amazing. What was your favorite dance or routine or segment? And how did you guys, in 2 weeks, were able to remember all of this? The lines, the choreography, everything.
Okay. Who wants to go? Yeah, you guys can be brief because I got all this. Yeah.
Honestly, we don't know. Pure hard work, really. That's what it was. I've never been in such a First of all, I've never been in an all-black cast before. I've never been in an all-black female cast before, and this is the hardest working cast I've ever been in, seriously. And I also think our togetherness really helped, that we were always on the same page, we were here for one another, and that's something really rare. I feel like even after this show, we're all gonna be friends after this, we're all gonna go out, we've truly found friendships here and love for each other, and that's what really pushed us to get this done in 2 weeks.
I honestly really love that this show allowed us to show the different styles that were created by Black people, because I know a lot of us don't even, our first thought wouldn't go to Black people when we think of certain styles of dances, but they were created by us, and it's been so amazing to learn so many different styles and incorporate that into a show, into a performance, because I've never been in a performance where these many styles have been showcased before. So I'm so extremely grateful to be here, and I absolutely love the Afrobeats part, which was choreographed by Nick. Here, these four ladies right here. Yeah, they ate. Yeah, honestly, I would say I agree with everything that's been said. A lot of sacrifice has gone into this. I know a lot of people have lost sleep. They've, sacrificed time for classes, homework, work. Everybody came to rehearsals every single day, willing to step up to the plate and put in the hard work, ask questions. Everyone's been so helpful. It's really been one big sisterhood where everyone has looked out for each other. Everyone has been more than willing to help one another, stepping in, asking questions, taking the extra time to step aside and help someone with a piece. And yes, and I'd like to also highlight Alexa. She choreographed our hip hop piece, and yes, she took the time, out of her time to help us. And honestly, it's been amazing working with these girls. Everyone has stepped up to be leaders and supportive of one another. So yeah, it's amazing. Thank you.
Well, you can tell they can all talk. They'll keep us here all night. But, just echoing everything they've said, it's absolutely true. They choreographed a lot of the dances. They brought everything to the show, and it's just incredible. I can't sing your praises enough. But yes, Chetero.
I just wanted to say that I think we should thank you, Professor Bayo, for bringing all of these people, this crowd, everything together. This was a fantastic show. You always do amazing work. I've known you for decades. You are an amazing talent, an amazing director, an amazing actor. And bringing all this together, we are better for it, for you giving us this. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate you, man. Chad and I will go way back. Yes, way back.
Amazing performance. We really loved it. The question I would have is, what is it going to take to add male to this? Because I just can't envision what that's going to look like. This has been superb. So how do you see that? How do you foresee adding the male factor to this in your next performance, maybe?
Well, I'm going to let you ladies decide that one. Who wants to take that one? Okay, Alexa.
No, go ahead. Go.
Do you want to start? Okay.
So I think that in the future, because I think that there are so many things historically that have gone into both the black female and the black male experience. And so I think in future performances, I'd like to uplift and kind of reveal their experiences as well, because there are so many things that we've gone through that we've been able to showcase, and there are so many other things that we haven't been able to showcase. We haven't been able to showcase the black male experience, because we aren't black males, and I hope that we can continue to uplift and kind of showcase all black voices in the future.
I thought all that. Anybody else want to add to that? Go.
No, I was just going to say I agree with that. That was exactly what I was also going to say too. I'm trying to envision that as well. I see it in my head, but I can't put it into words, but I feel like I'm seeing what you're seeing. But like Alexa said, when the more that we do this, I hope that we do get to showcase the black male experience, because that's a whole nother different story. That's a whole nother chapter, a whole nother book actually. So when we do this, not if, but when we do this again, I hope that we do get to showcase it. Yeah.
Thank you. Please put your hands together for that. There is the room to incorporate all of that. Because this show is still evolving. We created this from scratch. There wasn't a script when we started, it was just an idea. And we started building and writing and trying to figure it out, and everybody brought their ideas to the table, and we just found ways, to make this happen. So it's still evolving, and we're gonna stay, in 2 weeks, we just okay, this is how far we've come in 2 weeks, let's put the show together. And the next time we do it, then we'll figure out what else. But there is a world of possibilities for this to grow beyond what it is right now. I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. I see a hand in the back. Oh, yes, please. Let me also recognize the presence of the godfather of Afrobeat in Los Angeles. The one and only Lentine himself. Don't be acting shy. He has supported this production also in ways that have been very generous. Lentine, we appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Amazing put together, ladies. Great job. Prof, great job as always. You did ask, where else do we want to see this? I would want to challenge you and work with you to tell the black fashion story at Ankara Festival 2025 this year. Let's work on that.
Well, the Godfather himself has thrown down the gauntlet, so we're gonna find a way to pick it up and make it happen. I see a hand up there. Yeah. You do me a favor. Can you run this?
Hi, I have more of a comment than a question. I just wanted to say thank you, ladies, so much for your time, commitment, and clear passion that was beautifully executed throughout your performances. And you represented Black women in the culture really well. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Yes, and I think we'll round it off with Elena would like to say one. Okay, there's one more.
Elena, can you hold?
Yes, yeah. Let's thank you, Yemi.
I guess there's 2 more.
2 more. Oh, okay, so we'll take 2 more. 2 more. Yeah. Please pass the mic to the lady and Pastor Shem over there.
Like everyone has said, amazing job. I really enjoyed it. I think my question is for the 4 of you. I think there was mention that you did a choreography for the Afrobeat. So how are you able to integrate all the different dances, Afrobeats? Like, are you all from the same country or different country? I'm just curious, how are you able to come together, bring all the dances and everything? There's so much synergy in all the dance steps.
We can project.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go.
Yeah, so we are all from Nigeria, and we're all friends. We're actually all from CSUN's African dance team, so we already know each other. Yeah, and literally we all just met up at one person's house. We made the mix, like, while she was making the mix, Michelle made the mix, we all just like came up with the dances as we went. So it's just, we're used to working under pressure, and we all just, I think we just work really well. It comes very easy to us.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah. It's just great how each person contributes really well.
Please pass the mic this way. Yeah, this way. Pass it this way. Yeah. And we'll take one more question and then
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so there can be too many compliments, so I'm just gonna say you guys are awesome. I love to see dancers. I don't know how to dance as much, but I just, the whole time you were dancing, I felt like joining and just like everybody. I thought you guys were amazing. The only thing, it's not a question, so the only thing I just wanted to say, I'm just curious, is that, if I knew it was going to be this, I would have brought my kids. But I thought, like, children need to see this. I don't think our children are seeing much of what their heritage is. And so I'm just wondering if you guys are mentoring kids somewhere, and if you have like a plan at some points to kind of do something for children, kind of include them in something like this. Let them feel their heritage, let them feel their culture, let them have like people that are older than college. They don't want to wait for them to get to college. But just a thought. Like, you guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, the sky is really the limit. I should probably say something about African Theatre Artists Society, of which I'm the founder and artistic director. And the plan is we actually started in 2018. We did our first production, and then COVID came and shut us down. Chet was part of that production. Give it up for Chet, please. Me and him, we've worked under the most impossible conditions to do marvelous things. So COVID shut us down, and then after COVID, we all got busy. I got on the TV show, he's on the TV show. But now we're trying to kind of resuscitate that. So to your question, that's part of the mandate. for African Theater Artists Society to tell our stories, do workshop for kids, African kids, and just introduce them to their culture, to their history, to their heritage in this part of the world. So we're hoping that that's something we can begin to execute. But here is the big but. It takes money to make these things happen. It takes money. So when we start reaching out to you guys and say, okay, and I promise you I have your emails because you bought this thing on Eventbrite, so there ain't nothing you can do about that. I have your email. You will be hearing from me. That much promise I can make to you tonight. You will hear from me. So when we reach out to you, just help us to keep this dream alive, to keep our stories going, to keep it. I mean, think about what's happening in our country right now. If there is a time that we need this, it's more than ever. It's now. It's now. And we need to find a way to keep it going. I don't want to keep you all night. I said 10 to 15 minutes. We've exceeded. Yes, Elena.
Okay, so I just want to say one final thing. I just want to say thank you all over there and over here for believing in us, for pushing us, but being like, you know what? We know that y'all got it. We know that y'all got it. And just for having that heart and love and faith. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
So sweet of you. Thank you so much. Again, I love that we've spent this time with you guys. I really appreciate you coming, every single one of you. We can put this together, but if you don't show up, then it's a waste. So we're going to keep calling. We're going to keep reaching out to you every time that we're doing things. Please continue to support us. Let's keep our story alive. Let's keep this movement going. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you.